what's up guys, this is DJ. Today we got some new and updated mods that were dropped for Farm Sim 22. In total we have 22 mods for all platforms, 11 new and 7 updates, and PC and Mac players have 4 new. In today's video I'll show you all the new ones plus their customization, and we're going to go over everything that got an update. Starting off today with new ones for all platforms, we have the Hürlimann XMT4i. This bad boy right here can be found in small tractors. 110 horsepower is had, I guess, variable CVT transmission, 160 liters fuel, 24 miles an hour, and weighs 5.2 tons. As far as your engine setups go, we can do 110, 130, and back and forth between both of those. Wheel options, we have Trelleborg, Midas, Michelin, Nokian, Bratistad, BKT, Continental, and back in again. We've got basically everything you would expect to see here. We even have kind of like a wide set almost, which is kind of neat. Yeah, I like those, the wide tires. Those look pretty good. Beacon lights, we've got both of them. We also have LED or nothing, front loader protection. We have Stoll, Quickie, MX or no. And then we have front loader attachments for Stoll, Hauer, Quickie, and the MX. We also have the MP lift and Hauer again. So 2 of those. Oh, we have a like a low profile version. Okay, that's pretty cool. Next up from AAA Modding, we have their Sugar Beet Harvester Pack. We have 3 pieces in here. The first one is going to be the harvester itself. 70 horsepower required, 3 meter working width, it's 6 miles an hour, and we could kind of change up a bit actually of this. So you could do that. What this does is it will take the sugar beets out of the ground and put them into a nice windrow down the middle in the back. Now, before you do that, you'll need to put this on the front of your machine. What this will do is it will go through and chop off the top. It is a Hallam topper, although I don't know if I've ever actually seen it in Farming Simulator where you had to use this. Either way, nonetheless, 70 horsepower is required, 3 meter working width at 6 miles an hour. We have a couple different setups for attachments here, and we have the same colors as before. And then once your sugar beets are on the ground in nice windrows, then you'll need one of these, the HU Super. So this will hold 1,000 liters, so that's not really a big deal, but you're going to be using this to dump over into a tipper. You're definitely going to be running a 2-man job with this. This is not a mod that's going to be fun to do by yourself. 70 horsepower, 6 mile per hour max working speed, and again, same color options here. Next up, we have the KKZ 69.2. This is a very interesting mod pack because we have a roller, we also have a mulcher, and a grass roller and weeder, and then we have 2 larger versions here. Now we have the roller, well, basically just roller, and it says mulcher, but they forgot to change the description and text. Nonetheless, we basically have the same customization options for everything. 80 horsepower, 6 meter working width, at 9 miles per hour. Rollers, we can change up the design. Really loving that design right there. Main color, we got a couple of these. And then design color, you can change up a couple of those as well. I think that's going to be your hydraulic cylinder at the front. Now that's going to be for all of these. And then we get into the big roller, the 9 meter. So this is the exact same customization. And we got our mulcher here as well. However, this, you can't change up the roller. Nonetheless, what do you guys think about this? I think this is pretty darn cool, especially for some older stuff. Not bad, and you got everything you need in one pack. Next is a seeder. This is the Ceres Master 3570. It's a star, baby, yeah. 1,485 liters. That is going to be seed and fertilizer. It is a direct drill, and it will do wheat, barley, oats, canola, sunflower, or soybeans, cover crop grass, and sorghum. Got to learn all these crops, man. We've got wheel brands from Trelleborg, BKT, Bratistad, and back in again, and it doesn't look like, nope, can't change any of those. 108 horsepower required, 3.6 meters at 11 miles an hour. It's a very, very good looking mod as well. Great job. Next, we have a roller pack. This is for Vertex Design, the Lizard Nautilus. We have the 930 and the 940, basically 3 meter and 4 meter respectively. 65 horsepower required 3 meter, or 100 horsepower 4 meter. Everything else basically the same. We do have different brands from Lizard to Amazon, to Rabat, and back in again. We could do a harrow on the very front, and then warning signs with or without. We also have a PC version of this that is branded that we'll talk about in the PC section. Next up, we have the Unia U412 cultivator. This 2.5 meter working width at 9 miles an hour. Only 30 horsepower is required for this, so epic for those start from scratch or early builds where you just want to get something done. And we pretty much have every older color under the rainbow. So this is going to work great with some of those old tractors. Maybe it's an Ursus or a Zeta or something like that. This is going to look fantastic with those tractors. Next is a mod that we started talking about at Farm Sim News about 2 weeks ago for fast farming. This is the Marshall MS-105 Muckspreader. 8.6 thousand liter capacity. 2.5 tons, 95 horsepower required, 6 meters spread at 9 miles an hour. Wheel brands include Trelleborg. We also have Michelin tires on here, and we have BKT and Bottomarm, and we can even change a few of these up as well, which is great. Put those 404s on there. Sticker design, we have a sticker variant number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. And back to number 1 again. Guard type, we have the wooden plank. You've also got a metal plank, a slurry bib, and nothing. Then we have our color. So main color here, you just change that up. How about we do a cloth green on that? That looks pretty good. Then we have our design color, which is going to be at the very front. It's in blue, then red, then green, whatever color that is. There you go. And then your design color. This is going to be your hydraulic on the side. So you can change this up however you like. Plus, we have a rim color between silver and base game gray or white, something like that. Would be nice to see some full colors on there, but hey, we got a few. That's enough. Next up, we have the Lizard 60 from Farm Citrus Soul. This is their auger wagon for all platforms. 6,000 liter capacity on here. We can bump that up to 8,500 liters if you would like to, and I do, so let's do it. Wheel brands, we have Lizard, Michelin, BKT, Continental, Trelleborg, Vradistan, and back into Lizard again. A couple of these we can change up, which is nice. So you got some rice wheels, all kinds of wild and crazy stuff going through there. Michelin, nothing. BKT, we do have backwards and forwards. Nothing in Continental. Trelleborg, we just have big and small. Vradistan, nothing. And back into Lizard again. This says duck foot wheel, so that's what we'll go with. Main color, here you go. That's all of them. And then we have our rim colors as well, which is basically all of them. So go through, find the one that you like, choose what you want, you're good to go. Next, the Lizard silage fork, 5,000 liters. Yes, this is running for telehandlers, supposedly. We also have a Q-fit. We can also do a wheel loader. So standard is your telehandler. Not quite sure what Q-fit is. And then we have the wheel loader itself. So very, very cool setup here. Again, 5,000 liters. Pretty good. Next to last is going to be the Bottomarm Weight. This weighs 450 kilograms or 1987 if you want to do that. Just a lower link, yes or no, and controllable via mouse control. So we're going to go with no. I'm actually going to go with no on all of these. And we should be able to back into this with any tractor that we want. So let's just use, well, my favorite right here. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. And it should just kind of appear, because there is no link on there, at least as it stands now. At least you can't tell there is. Should be able to back up to it, hook it up, and a bar appears, which is good. And you probably want to go with those lower link balls. It'll look a lot better. And lastly, today we have the Lizard Production Greenhouse and Store Pack. And, well, hops are here. So if you've been wanting to use hops, it is here. It does say hop-infused soda water. That's just brown water, isn't it? I feel like that's what that is. Nonetheless, let's take a look around. So we have the production building itself. Looking very good. We come over here and we can see we have the farmer water, lumberjack water, and animal keeper water. All of these have different things in different categories. And then we'll go over here, and we actually need this because this is where we get our hops from. So we'll come over here and check it out. And we need water, seeds, manure, and a little bit of lime, and it pops out there, right there. Actually pretty good as well. Water's basically free on every map, so that makes things nice and easy. And then lastly, we have the store pack where you can sell everything, and you can even sell some other goodies as well. So if you've been wanting to do some new productions or hop infused water, I'm sure that's a thing, but it's funny. It's like Come on, we know what it is. All right, making our way over to mod updates for all platforms. First one's going to be Fox Farms version 1.003. A new save game is required for this, so heads up. We got some new plants, including flax, lentils, and peas. Sales shed has been fixed on difficulty levels. The buildings remain, but can be sold, which is good news. Biogas and bunker silos are sellable, and grain mill is also sellable. Next, we have the Lost Corner version 1.3. Setting up relief on the map. Not sure what that means. Development works Zone 2 districts. Again, I don't know what that means. Added foliage and multiple decoration, reflection, and development round point. I'm not sure these are translated correctly. Tractor pulling area development. Okay, fair enough. Reflection of 2 shops. What? Creation of bridge storage zone, pasture increase, and cow pens. Development village pig area. A new backup may be required. They say this is their first map and hope we enjoy playing it. I don't know what this stuff translates to. This kind of seems like gibberish. Next up, we have probably the craziest and longest update I've ever seen. I don't know how to say this, but there it is. Nonetheless, this is version 1.1. They do say old saves are compatible, but only if these measures are taken. Back up your save, open placeables XML. Basically, if you play on console, you can't do this, so don't even worry about PC players. You probably already know how to do that. And this is the entire changelog. Yep, this is it. They've added Platinum Expansion product support, selling stations. However, no TLC is required for playing the map, but you also can't have those other things either. They've also added a new wood selling station that exports wood out of the map without ever filling up. They've added warning stripes to selling stations that don't have them. Added default farmlands and buildings for new farmer mode. Added some different or default equipment for new farmer mode that fit the lore of the farm in the TV series. New farmer still has to make choices though, since there are not many pieces of vanilla equipment old enough for the starting farm, which is important. That's new starting farm has starting capital. So there you go. And a ton more. I'll probably be here for 10 minutes if we read out everything. So if you guys want to see the full changelog, check it out, link below. A couple easier changelogs for us today. We have the Case H Puma South American Series version 1.1, new configuration of wheels for sugarcane, and new parts on the 3D model. And an update to the monster truck, the Simulator 22 monster truck. This is version 1.5. Tire slipping on inclines has now been fixed. Special thanks to T-Bone, that is from NMC or North Atlantic Company. Also, 4 colorable livery options have been added. We've got tire chain rotation speed has been corrected, and 2 new Midas tire options have been added. Next to last update for all platforms is the Cow Husbandry Pack from Lancey Boy version 1.1. Grazing and manual water fill point have been added, rotation's been fixed, and some minor tweaks. And lastly, we have the Machine Hull update version 1.1. The hull has switchable lighting. Making our way over to new ones for PC and Mac players. The first one is the Tigges Nautilus. This is a roller. Actually, it's a roller pack, and it probably looks familiar because it's the same thing that came out today for all platforms. And here we have the 3 meter 9 mile per hour working speed, 65 horsepower. You can switch it up between Tigges, Amazon, Raba, and back in again. We also have a Harrow on the front if you want that, and then we have the warning signs on there, and then we've got basically the exact same thing here on the other one. This is 4 meters, but 100 horsepower required. Next new one for PC and Mac players is going to be the ROU6A Rigaselmash pack. Yeah, there you go. Don't know how to say that, but I do know how to show you what we got. So we have some forage trailers and spreaders as well. Starting off with the 6A. This holds 6,000 liters. We bump that up to 8.5 or 19.4 if you really want to, but no spreader system on that one. So 8,500 is the max for the spreader. 3 tons, 35 horsepower, and 8 miles per hour, or 8 meter spread. I don't know what the mile per hour is there. We do have some different tire brands that I'm not familiar with, and then we also have some main colors. We'll change up to blue there, and then rim colors, we'll change that up to black. Doesn't look like we're able to change up much of anything else. Then we have kind of the same thing, but just a little bit smaller here. 4,000, 5.5, or 8.6. So it's just a smaller version of the same thing. Color options are the same here as well. And then we have a larger chaff trailer, 20,000 liters, or you could do 20,000.7 if you go for the ribbons in the front. back and forth between those two versions. Same wheels, and we have the same colors. Next up, the Klepp Mek Shovel. I don't know if I'm saying that right either, but here you go. This is meant for front loaders, and we have the Euro Tetra, or we have the SMS Trimma Quickie, and back and forth between those two. 1,500 liter capacity, 320 kilograms, and 2.4 meters wide, if that matters. And your last new one for PC and Mac players today is the Construction Light. Now, unfortunately, I am in the daytime, but if I was in the nighttime, what I could do is hit L, and it kind of turns into this thing where the entire map has a flashlight on it. It's kind of crazy, and you see I'm getting okay sets here, but some of it just doesn't look quite right, so we're gonna bring that back down. Hit L on your keyboard and you'll be fine there. It doesn't tell you what it is online, which is very unfortunate. You have to go looking for it. Well, guys, that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed the video. Drop a like on it if you did. Get subscribed if you're new. Join the DjGoHam fam. Make sure your notification bells are on as well. That way, you never miss daily farming simulator videos here on the channel. If you guys haven't seen today's Farm Sim news already, definitely go check that out. We talked about the TLX Racket. That is right. That's coming back, as well as an update already to the 340-400 Magnum for Mac Trucker 921. And a few other goodies. So check it out if you haven't seen it already. Otherwise, just hope you have a great day. We'll see you later. Peace.